Max is really nice on and off the field. Sometimes he gets really angry in practice, and I get scared in the locker room when he comes in and takes it out on me.
What I think about Yul is that he's a really good leader, but he's funny sometimes. He's a really good friend.
Max, you're a pathological liar and a bully.
Max, you're just a really great guy, man, and I just really like your Dr. Peppers, too.
Coaching Max Yule is like a Saturday Night Live skit, but you don't know you're actually in it, and he won't tell you. Every time I say something to him, he'll kind of have some smart rebuttal or witty remark, and he's just really fun to be around, and he always keeps it light. And the great thing about Max is he lives his life the same way he plays football. He's very savvy, he's intelligent, he has great spatial awareness, he has a huge football IQ. It's very easy to coach because he kind of just understands the game. And not only that, he's extremely tough. He played multiple games with injuries, he's beat up, and he put his teammates in front of himself. And when I think of a game that really represents Max, it's a Cibolo Steel game. We go into the game, they got a huge O-line, they're big, they're physical, and Max had to play well. He had to be dominant. He used his hands, he would hit, he would build walls, and he made a lot of plays off the edge, and that was just a huge program win. Max was a huge piece of it. Max, loved coaching you, wish you the best of luck, and thank you for your time and effort to Vandergrift football.
Swartwood, you're 10 pounds under this week.
It doesn't matter. I'll just put weights in. He'll never know. I think it's a carrot.
Yeah, Slater's a real nice guy, but, one too many rolls sometimes.
Hey, Swartwood, it's leg day.
Come on, coach. I got to work the arms. I mean, I use my arms more than my legs. Got to do the bench for the 10th day in a row?
All right. I'll let it go.
So Slater spent the majority of his life on the wrong side of the ball, and after years and years of sadness and despair, we finally talked him into coming over to defense, and he took to it really well. He spent countless hours in the weight room bulking up and changing his body, and then he watched film nonstop. I mean, he'd text me throughout the night, daily. He'd do real calls, and just anything he could do to get a leg up. And it really showed, and it takes time to get good at a new position, but he put the work and the effort in and had a great season. And when I think of a moment that really, is a culmination of all the time he put in, I think of the Hudson game. We had a few injuries. He came out, he was on fire. He had 14 tackles, 2 tackle for losses, 1 pass breakup, and really stepped up in that game. And you could tell all his work finally came and he put it together and just really became a great football player. So Slater, I appreciate all your time and effort to Vandergrift football. I loved coaching you, and thank you for remembering the home call.
Davis, I just want to say thank you for me not being the only sophomore in Spanish 1. I've never seen a player get so scared that he's going to play, yet get so angry when he doesn't.
Davis, you're a great teammate. If only you cared about football as much as you do the new Spider-Man movie, you might actually touch the field.
Davis is a very kind and amicable fellow.
So when I think of Davis Citro, I think of the word present. He came in every single day. He was on time or he was early, and he wasn't just here. He would participate in meetings. He was on the practice field. He knew what he was doing. He could get in at any point, and he knew all 3 positions really well. And it's hard to do that when you're not the starter. But he really took it seriously and was a huge piece to our success this year. And, a lot of it is because he would come in and he would just work his tail off. He spent time watching film, and he knew everything that he was supposed to do. And it's because he didn't take it lightly. He knew how important his role was to our team and our success. And Davis, I just thank you for that, and I thank you for all your time and effort to Vandergrift football.
Colton Peck, he's a great player, really good guy, really great friend, but the only thing he's better at than football is just twerking for some reason, and I'm not complaining. So keep doing you, Colton. Keep doing you. He's really good at it.
Max, what episode of the new anime are you on?
I just started last night, so I'm on 4.
What about you? I'm on 487.
So Colton Peck's kind of like a Swiss Army knife. He's a man of many talents. I think we played him at 3 different linebacker positions this year, which is really hard to do because there's a lot of similarities, but there's also a huge amount of differences. And Colton knew the ins and outs of each position. You could put him in at Joker, Will, or Sam, and he would just work in flawlessly. And so when I think of a moment that really represents Colton and all of his effort, it was obviously the Westwood game. He gets in, they're driving down the field. They're on our 25, and he's playing Sam that day, and kind of baits the quarterback and drops underneath the curl route, picks it off, which is huge, and then he's down the sideline, right? He kind of sidesteps the quarterback. He's high-stepping down the sideline, and I don't know what happened. It looks like something jumped on his back right before the Westwood players got him, but it was just a phenomenal game, phenomenal play, and it ended the game. So Colton, great job, super proud of you, loved coaching you, wish you the best of luck. Thank you for all your time and effort to Vandergrift football.
No cussing.
I just really hate Hunter Ross. Like, I mean, he was good at football, but I really hate Hunter Ross.
Oh, hang on. It's not steroids, I promise. No cussing. Droopy.
Hey, what's up, Sterling?
Baba Booey.
Did you watch that one clip on film where the running back took the left step and then,
Sterling, in all seriousness, it was a joy to be around you this year and meetings with you and practice with you. I hope you do great in your future.
Sterling Emerson, a.k.a. the Tank, he's kind of like a Mack truck in a demolition derby. Like, you're just watching him, hit people left and right, annihilation, constant contact. And there is not an offensive lineman in the district that doesn't wake up happy that Sterling Emerson is not playing football for Vandergrift next year. And, Sterling's a 4-year guy. He put his time in, right? He was dedicated to the team, tons of effort, got big, got strong. He's a big, good athlete and just flew around and was huge to our success this year. So when I think of Sterling, I really think of the Cibolo Steel game, because the theme for the linebackers that week was offensive line annihilation. And they had a really good O-line. And you could just see the twinkle in his eye. Like, all he could think about was, like, I'm going to hit someone every single play. And he did that. Like, the second play of the game, they pull their guard, who's really good, and he head rocks them, gets off the block, and makes a tackle. And from that point on, it was just, we're just roll on Vipers. So, Sterling, I thank you for all your time and effort. You put it in. Super proud of you. Wish you the best of luck. Thanks for all your work.
Brett, you're a funny guy. You're pretty good at football. You talk way too much. Way too much.
Yeah, Brett has been a great teammate, great athlete. Yeah, like what Max says, he talks too much, and sometimes he overreacts when he gets talked to. Like, yeah, come on, bro, what was that for? Or, yeah, no, let me explain you something.
Brett, you're a great teammate and a great friend, and it's been a fun few years with you.
So Brett Gillespie is kind of like a kamikaze. Like, he's going to run full speed into somebody every single second, maybe of his life, and it could be on practice punt block, or it could be in the game. And, when I think of Brett's career, I think of really 2 things. Brett Gillespie runs down on kickoff the way you're supposed to play football. Like, he has so much passion and energy. He's unblockable. He had tackle after tackle after tackle. It was such a huge motivation for our players, and that was a huge role. And then I think about the San Angelo Central game. We're on the road. They got a great team, lots of tradition. It's kind of like a playoff game. Stands are packed, and it's his first start. He prepared extremely well that week and came out first play of the game on defense, right? Gets into a drop. All his effort, from watching film that week kind of pays off, and he sees the back work out for a screen. And, he comes out of his break and just decleats that back. And, what a start to a game and what a start to a career. So, Brett, I just want to thank you for all your time and effort. Thanks for all the intensity. Thanks for bringing it every single day. I wish you the best of luck.
Hudson,
What was your injury again?
Coach Sanders, can I please suit up this week?
Oni, you haven't been here all week or like the past month.
Coach, I'm so sorry, but I really want to suit up this week.
Sure.
Yes!
Out of the 3 years that I've seen your face, I want to say that you've been real kind and gentle, and I hope that you get to spread your attitude towards others.
Oh.
So when I think of Hudson, I think of the word commitment. And Hudson played for us for 4 years and eventually just had too many injuries that he couldn't play this year. And instead of like spending his time, and we spend a lot of time up here, and it's a big commitment. But instead of spending his time doing other things, he wanted to be a part of the team. He wanted to help out any way he could. And so he committed to the entire season. And he was here daily. He'd help run drills. He'd be in film. He'd do his real calls. He'd set up bags, like anything he could do to help. He was there, and he was positive, and he had a great attitude. And, that's going to take you a long way in life, Hudson. So I appreciate that positivity, your effort. And I know it's hard to be out there when you don't get a play, but you really made the best of it. And I appreciate you doing that. So thank you for all your time and effort to Vandergrift football.